Okay, you are now live.
Good morning, everyone. We're ready to open the meeting of the Board of Assessors on July 22nd, 2023. Our first order of business is the approval of the previous meeting minutes.
Make motion when we approve the previous meeting minutes.
I'd like to second the discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. For next on the agenda, personal property address change. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning.
Today is gonna be a long day. But the last 24 hours, it's never counts.
That's right. Hey, we move fast around here. Well, what we have is 4 properties that we actually had to remove from the digest. Yeah, 4 we removed from the digest. Due to the property being closed. So, one, they basically moved out the county in the community, and we they didn't let us know they moved. So, we had to remove the first 2, the second, third one, well, on page 3. Yeah. The third one is on 14 Gulf Atlantic. Their assets were on a different account. They filed 2 returns, something 2023, and they were paid 2 different ways. And it was weird how they filed it, but it was both only one account. And on page 4, Innovative Home Partners, this particular account, basically we had 2 locations for them. They moved it from Chapel Hill, from Stewartville to Chapel Hill. Assets actually located in Chapel Hill, so we corrected that in that account as well. And that's what I have for personal property changes.
I didn't entertain a motion to approve the personal property address change.
Make a motion that we approve the personal practice changes in the life.
Second.
Motion second, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion passed.
Okay, I'm not getting up to that much.
I'll wait you on the real property now.
I'm gonna do real property now. The original start on page 5, and we have did a bit of changing. Most of the homes did changes. Some of the name changes and address changes. Not many have value changes for the most part. There are some value changes. I'm gonna go over the value changes. Some of the homestead, a lot of the homesteads, were changes where the base was miscalculated, and we corrected the base for the homestead exemption was denied, and we corrected the base calculation because the homestead was denied, so we took the next homestead.
Page 5.
Yes.
Or is that
No, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm just letting you know, I'm giving you a quick summary of what's going on, so I haven't really started talking about it yet. But I'm just giving you a quick summary of what we're gonna go through. I apologize. Yes.
So just a quick question on this donation. So you said the base value was changed. What was that date that we saw the change?
It's been on January 1st.
Should have been after January.
January 1st. All changes are on January 1st.
Okay, so we went back now, going back after January 1st, 2023.
Correct.
Okay.
And so those homesteads should not have been applied. Most of them were corporations, and some were just people who just never filed. Now we'll go back to page 5. On page 5, as you see, the first one is a name change. The second one is an address change. But the significant one is broker Riverside. This particular property, I'm sorry, these are commercial. But this particular property, the building was put on prematurely, so we had to remove the building, and it was actually placed on the wrong parcel. So we moved that building and put it on the right parcel.
Do you see that?
No, it's not in a form of It was, it's
The
all
the building was, the existing building is on the right property. It was duplicated, so it was also picked up on this property. It should not be. This is a big amount.
Yeah.
So it was just an error with our appraiser. They put it twice. They put it on the right property. It's good. It's on the digest, and it was also put on this one. And it should not be on this one. This property is actually on the appeal. So we just remain with the improvement from this property, but it's on the digest on the other property.
Thank you.
All right, and we're adding some properties to the digest as well. So, you see, value corrections, first value, they went from 0 to 110, from 0 to 120 out of 5, on page 5. We will go to page 6, and you'll see Pinnacle Towers. Also, we added 160,250 digest. The last 3 were ownership corrections, all commercial.
That's also true with, item 3, you're the 81.
Yes, okay, yes. Now this one for residential. This is a little homestead-based things that I'll talk about. A lot of these are homestead-based calculations, and you'll see it's just pages and pages and pages of them. I'm trying to find the one that's different. Ownership corrections on page 10. The homestead exemption on page 10 of 38, and homestead exemption that was approved, that's 38 and 39. Homestead 9, number 40. So forth and so on.
I'm going to interrupt you, Eugene.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Adrian here. On page 11,
Yeah, squad man.
there, from the prior meeting with the attorney that came in about, make sure I have the right page here. Do I have the right page, Lynn?
I was looking for that name, I didn't see it.
I thought it was 11,
While
I'm sorry.
he was talking, I was looking for it.
So was I.
The name is, Shane Martin. I don't see it on page 11, Adrian.
Yeah, I'm seeing, I thought I saw it on page 11.
Well,
Right,
just look
give me
through
a
it, I
minute.
didn't see it at all.
Actually, I saw it and it just went by so
Did you
fast.
see it? Have you seen it?
Yes, I did see it. Just not sure where. I thought it was 11.
Is it under Meadow Hills LLC or Shane Martin?
Oh, go ahead, Eugene. Let's
Yeah,
finish.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Finish the homestead.
Okay, also number 45, that one was set to the sales price. We were a little over, so we had to bring that down to sale price. Regarding the homestead resident base and something denied.
Yeah, go back for a couple of, 36 and 37. Those weren't, exemption, those seem like they never applied.
They never applied. Okay. But yes, had them as having homestead from prior owner, and we had to move. For all the ones that were denied, we actually, they had homesteads, they were sales that had homesteads on the prior owner, and it is.
Okay.
Yes, but is this reflected in what was the latest version of Assessors that went out? No, this is going out after this. This is going to after me. Yes, I guess my question is, what's an opportunity for this to go out prior? We found this afterwards, so once we found it, correct. It's well, the value's not changing. It's just the home bids that were the approved. Some of them actually approved already, and the bases were wrong, and we corrected homestead base. And so once we found those areas, correct. And it's that area is kind of hard to find unless you. Homestead as far as people not having or sometimes they get lost with the work of e-transfers. That's unfortunately that's normal in looking audits which are done on a daily basis. We find out what's correct. So it's audit specifically here. Actually, I hate to say that about it, so because all the some about here. So as we find them, people correction, and what happened is because they had these old homesteaders. They're getting a discount that they should not get.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So I think the consensus that what we're striving for is to get it corrected so that bills will.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the period when we have to do all these audits so their tax bill will be corrected to their account.
Mm-hmm.
It was really the same, a little bit of the same thing is, there are things I'm not it's a lot of denials and people who just things that get to the audience got corrected. Most of them had on things they just want the basic part correct. So no idea what they that it's a home.
What was the total count?
Total count for what?
These corrections to the homestead.
I'm not sure of the exact number of the count because there's still a few more that we need to go through to make sure they have the right count and that they do not have somebody else's homestead. I want to say approximately number here is probably just under 200, but there's still a few more we need to go through. We just didn't get to them all before the meeting. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I found the ones that we were looking for.
Page 33.
Yes. I'll let you speak on those, Lynn.
Okay. We're looking at well, not the last three, but the three parcels, 547, 1821, 547, 1823, and 547, 1824. These were a result of the reconfiguration they got last meeting. This was a result of how they went about doing that. The parcel one actually went from it was a house in 1.56 acres and it went to a house in 2.43 acres. Parcel 3 was 5.69 acres and it is now a house in 7.64 acres. Parcel 4 was a vacant 18 acres And this is where the reconfiguration and absorption of the other parcels came in, and it's now a vacant 43.68 acres. So it went from 18 to 43. And then there was two other parcels that was sorted out, which was parcels 5 and 6. That, of course, it was absorbed into that parcel 4. So you'll see the value changes accordingly based on that reconfiguration of all of these properties.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'll entertain a motion. Approve the commercial and residential real property valuation.
I think the main one, the commercial residential, I just think there's no represented. Yeah.
Motion is that discussion.
I,
What do you think?
All right, the selling conference for commercial property. This is just more FYI information for now. It's parcels 15, 15, CO3, and which is the building located on Broad Street on Veterans Memorial. We had recommended taking this to the next level, and we went and did a site visit yesterday on both of these properties. Let's start with this one, and we recommended the values to stay the same. We had the property had a little more damage than what we assumed originally, and you would not have seen it without getting into here, and it was not easy to get into here even yesterday. The other property is located at the 1615 C11. It's located on Church Street at East Courthouse Square. The DOE value on that one was 705. We're gonna recommend a value of 875 due to some deferred maintenance on that one as well. So we believe the value still needs to go up, but we believe we were a little aggressive originally on that. So you brought it down, but I still think the DOE value is too low, but we believe the original value we had is incorrect. So it's good. The 875 was for 1.3.
So we originally valued at 1.3.
Yes.
this has not, so.
No, that is absolutely take what this is.
I said, all
We did it all for the payment from some of the Congress yesterday.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
And you're recommending that we take this.
Yes.
Yes, when we did this concept.
It's not a good thing, so. That's all I have. For today. Second.
Introduce.
But they, well, you got some.
No.
Yes. He did for you.
Leave the-
I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
Already, not stating anything for it, so it's stating on the second.
Be careful, you say, these charities, you tend to do this.
Leave here?
Only when you do.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. We're pretty long list.
Yes, it's quite a list. This is actually, looking at the bottom of the page one, the Cuba status is the Shirley Campbell. He actually went into the covenant in 2016. It was a second term in September, but he transferred ownership into a reserved life estate, his children being the remainder man. So it was necessary for him to come in and file a continuation application on the existing Cuba. So, I just recommend it be approved based on the ownership.
We change motion to approve this. Motion second, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion passed.
That's all I hear.
Do you have any business that we discussed?
And we do, and I just ask Mary if she could just speak a little bit on Martin had asked about the corrected notices. So they can speak a little, does it?
We haven't just spoken to because the contract with Child Technologies was with Douglas County. So we have had discussions with the attorneys for Douglas County, and they're reaching out and looking into any type of recourse we can have against them at this time. So it's being looked into there, working on it. So as things progress, we'll let you know.
Have all the corrected notices been sent out?
And we still have a few that the things that we're finding now, we're gonna also update them and send out corrected notices. That's been done internally, and that's typically what we do with this audits when we do. It's done every year. This year it's a little bit higher than normal, but yes, we're still selling out. The digest is currently work in progress. It has been handed over to tax commissioner's office. We had some recent corrections up until yesterday, so we're gonna do a new consolidation sheet, and we hopefully will get it out before the end of the day, so the municipalities can do their advertising, etc. So work in progress. As of today, we have about 900 appeals, and I can say that a few of those were the taxpayers who got the homestead incorrect, and they also appealed. It's not one of the basis of appeals. It's not really taxability. However, a lot of them, after getting the corrected notices, are withdrawing. You know, even this morning, I agreed we'd like to withdraw our appeal. We were shocked at the increase, but after reviewing home sales and talking to realtor friends, the assessment seems fair. This one is withdrawing their appeal based on value, and this one is saying we would like to withdraw our appeal of the appraised and assessed value on the property and the address. We received the updated appraisal that included the homestead exemption, which apparently was not correct on the first one. They're withdrawing. And another one says we receive a corrected appraisal on our property, so we are okay with the corrected appraisal. So the numbers on the appeals will change because there were some that appealed based on the homestead value. So we have approximately 900 as of today.
You said you turned guide to help with the tax commission. Is it with the both of you being on power that may?
Yeah, it's not a term, it's seamless. So what I see, they see. So I'm just saying it figuratively, but the digest as we know it now, it's the same digest between us. It's a seamless, and that's a good. Yeah. Good deal. Thanks for clarifying that.
Let's see, well, on the appeals, the traffic of appeal requests, has it gone down to near zero, or has it gone down significantly since?
Yeah, it has slowed down now, but it's typical. At the beginning of the notices, when we just send notices, it's always high, then there's a lull, and then closer to the end, it's gonna ramp up. And that's typical. So
We average about 2,000 years in life.
And that has been, yeah. And so far, it's true to form. So we had much higher traffic on Homestead this year than typical, and we understand why. But at the beginning of the notice period, it's always like that. And then there's a lot, and then it ramps up closer to the 45 days. Yeah. it's seasonal, it's cyclic, and it's true to form. And based on what I'm seeing now, I think we will still average around about the same fields for this year.
We see you got the door up.
Yes. And I think they did a good job there. A few little details that need to be ironed out, but they're doing a fine job. Yeah.
The really bad issue.
No, but wait, the door is open in meetings, so the door must be kept open on meeting days. Yes, it must be kept open. People, public should be able to walk. Yeah.
Let me ask you, College Technology, is there another release or enhancement or modules that we also now need to start looking at implementing for this year?
Not that I know of. All releases, once they come out, we are, it's updated, they tell us when it's out. We do have 2 concurrent versions that run simultaneously. They do have a test and then the production. So all releases are first released in test, and they ask all the counties who are using that to go ahead with test. And once it's tested, they say, okay, they're verified. We move to production. But we get all new releases, and that's a part of them. So once there's a release, we get it. There are some reports that are proprietary to different counties. And we too can get proprietary reports at a cost. But there are things that we can get that's customized to what we want. So I am looking into some of these reports, and we will definitely get what we need.
Has there been any development on your research into getting someone to take over research on home data exemptions?
Yes, there is. We did get a demo on one. It's True Road, and we're still looking, and we're gonna bring them in for another demo. But True Road is one of the softwares that most counties seem to be using now, and it cuts the time in half to research, but they have a national directory with all owners and so on, so they can do the research for us. So it's something we're looking at. And thanks for bringing it up so the public can hear. Yes.
Speaking of demo, Tyler has the entire GIS system now. Is that accurate?
No.
They do not. Okay.
The GIS is controlled by my department. It's a part and apart from we work closely together, and they are part of this building. But GIS is not that kind.
At some point, they will look at that.
Well, they still use the software and they interface with Tyler, but they're not a Tyler house.
How's the budget discussions going for next year?
They haven't started the budget discussion yet. We have submitted documentation that our request, the acts, have been submitted. And I think the first budget meeting is going to be in August. So nothing yet with the discussion, and I'm still in the letter to get the signature. I said it all before, but I took last week out get it together. So I'll be on board with the acts.
That'd be good. Get them prior to the budget.
Yes. I need that letter in as soon as possible. Pretty much with the same, but we're a few tweaks. But you'll see it before then. That's it from my desk.
One more item.
Yes, I'm done.
Last week, after the meeting, the board requested that we adopt a policy regarding previously acquired and contiguous qualifying property being added to the budget. This is draft of policy. get that. And this mirrors or the statutory language for subsequently acquired property. So we are still requiring that all of the statutory provisions for subsequently acquired apply to previously acquired property. So if a taxpayer has property that they insured into Coupa, and then 5 years later, that they already owned that is contiguous to the property, as long as it meets the requirements that it's less than 50 acres, it's not subject to an existing current use covenant or preferential assessment. Essentially, it will be approved. They still have to go through the application requirement, and Lynn or whoever will go through and make sure their applications are correct and that's within original covenant, so on and so forth. But yes,
To shut up, absolutely.
yeah,
Like,
I would entertain a motion to approve this. As noted.
motion that we approve this policy addition as a board.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor, check out. Motion.
But this is the now it's become effective as of today. Okay.
You already are. On our, the everything.
Yep. Very good.
Was actually effective as of the last 40.
Oh, okay, so we're just.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is no further business to be discussed. So, meeting that next meeting. 2 weeks from now is August and Monday.
Good.
August and Monday, the next meeting.
so Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. Okay. It's